Hey there, it's Clay with modernlove.life. In this video, we're going to be talking about what to do when your ex pulls away or becomes defensive. This can be a really frustrating situation for a lot of people, and many times they don't actually know how to respond or what to do in these sorts of situations. Now, what we're going to be describing in this video is actually a little bit counterintuitive to a lot of people and a lot of the advice you may have seen out there. Don't be surprised if this is a little bit different, but it's also extremely effective, and this is how we would generally recommend coaching clients to respond to situations like this if their ex is pulling away or becoming defensive or something like that. First of all, there could be a lot of reasons why this is happening. Most of the time, it's because of really two things. Number one is because on some level, you and your ex don't see each other as operating on the same team. Now, many times this is often the core reason why the relationship didn't work out in the first place. For whatever reason, the two of you just didn't see each other as being on the same team. Instead, you probably saw each other as being on opposite teams. Now, of course, that can take the form of arguing and fighting and things like that. But it can also take on other forms as well too, like not feeling as if you can open up and share what you're actually feeling, not feeling comfortable asking for what you want, things like that. These are important things that we want to address and bridge over as we start to create this whole same team dynamic. This is something that we get into inside of our communication course, Effortless Connection, by the way. The second thing that often causes this whole pulling away and defensiveness is an elevated level of expectation. That is to say, your ex is accustomed to seeing you through a romantic lens, and you're probably accustomed to seeing them through a romantic lens as well too. Of course, the two of you were together in a relationship. You can't just erase that, right? And many times this is in some ways a good thing because it obviously means you're not in the friend zone. We've talked before about the friend zone, how this isn't something that a lot of people who want to save their relationship need to be concerned about. So I'm not going to go into that here, but this elevated level of pressure and expectation that they see you through too much of a romantic lens can be very difficult because it causes them to believe that they have to hold themselves back. They start asking themselves these questions. Why are we meeting up? Why are we texting? Why are we spending time together? Why are we talking so much? And they start to freak themselves out, honestly. They start saying, well, gosh, are we dating again? Do they think that we're dating again? Are we dating again? Do I feel ready to date again? Am I sending the wrong message? Am I giving them false hope? Am I stringing them along? Does that make me a bad person if I am? Maybe I should just hold back and just do nothing. Maybe I should just create a lot of space between the two of us so I don't risk sending the wrong message and feel bad about myself. This can be really common, right? So what we want to do is we want to address these two things. Number one, get on the same team by calling out what seems to be happening, addressing it directly. And number two, decreasing that pressure. Of course, there is a time to put pressure on your ex to get them to commit or to get them to, start moving things towards a romantic sort of direction between the two of you. But we don't want to do this too soon. So what we do want to do is we want to just start by getting curious. They're pulling back. They're creating distance, they're becoming defensive, they're doing all these other sorts of things. We want to get curious. We want to just start by saying like, hey, it seems like you're a little bit defensive right now. It seems like you're a little bit uncomfortable being around me right now, or whatever the case might be. And then just, continue to get curious. I don't want you to feel uncomfortable around me. So if there's something going on that I should know about, please let me know. And of course, then they have the opportunity to come forward and just either say, hey, yeah, this is what's going on. I'm concerned that I'm sending the wrong message. I'm concerned that we're moving too fast. I'm concerned about whatever the case might be. Or they might actually tell you something that has absolutely nothing to do with you. Oh, sorry, I've just been really crazy busy at work, or I had this really weird drama thing with my sister or brother or whatever. And many times it has absolutely nothing to do with you. So we want to start by getting curious and just genuinely, if I can get my words out straight here, genuinely asking them what's going on. Just genuinely asking them to volunteer what seems to be happening. Now, of course, this is how a mature adult would behave in situations like this. They'd say, hey, it seems like you're uncomfortable. Is there something going on? Yes, there is. This is what it is. But many times your ex may not be direct about it. They may just give you some sort of blow off answer like, oh yeah, sorry, I've just been really busy, just had a lot on my mind, or they might just like not respond at all. And if that's the case, what we want to do is we want to keep dropping that pressure by doing things like putting in escape exits, by doing things like using the one-way spikes strategy, things along those lines. These are all things that we talk about inside our effortless connection course. But by the way, if you do like this video, help a guy out, hit that thumbs up button for the YouTube algorithm. It does send a message to YouTube that Clay's videos are not so bad, and YouTube might want to help other people out by sharing these videos with them so that they can have some good relationship results without having to play mind games, play hard to get, or pretending to be someone or something they are not. So hit the thumbs up button. It is it only takes a moment of your time to support this channel. So please go ahead and do that. But yeah, this is what we want to do. We want to just get curious and start to enroll them into this whole same team dynamic. Of course, you may need to do things first, such as have a same team conversation or something like that. But what we really want to do is we want to give them the opportunity to step forward. Many times when your ex pulls away, you'll hear advice from other people that say things like, you got to play mind games, you got to play hard to get, you got to, look at this like some sort of power struggle and say, okay, they have this much power, I have this much power, therefore if I do no contact, therefore it's going to like switch the tables and then they're going to like crawl over broken shards of glass to miss me or something like that. This is only going to reinforce the fact that the two of you are not operating or seeing each other as being on the same team. So what we really want to address here is the whole same team thing. If the two of you are ever going to be in a great relationship with one another, you're going to be on the same team with one another. So why start out as adversaries hoping that at some point it's going to flip? Why not just flip right now to being on the same team? And if they can be on the same team with you, awesome. If they can't be on the same team with you, better to find out sooner rather than later. So most people can be on the same team. Oftentimes when we advise our clients to have a same team conversation with their exes, they are very agreeable to this. They say, hey, I had the same team conversation. They said, yeah, that sounds cool. It happens a lot. But if your ex is not open to this, it's probably because they're, I don't know, like in some sort of like victim mentality, or maybe they have something like narcissistic personality disorder where they just need to constantly be right, and that requires them to constantly cast you or someone else as the bad guy or something like that. But, as long as your ex is like a normal person, then they're probably going to be very agreeable to the whole same team conversation. And, then, yeah, we just want to remind them of that and enroll them into this whole same team thing. Hey, it seems like you're uncomfortable with this. What's going on? And that way the two of you actually have the ability to deal with this together as a team, whatever might be coming up, rather than playing mind games or something like that. So anyway, that's what we'd recommend for you if you're in that situation. If you do want to get some help with all of this, we of course do have our Effortless Connection course. You can find that over at modernlove.life/EC. That's modernlove.life/E as in effortless, C as in connection. You see what I did there? But there's also the link right down in the description box below. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Once again, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel to help us out. And I will talk to you next time.